Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and this is Anne. In this video, I'll be featuring the Dededepraise 24-piece watercolor set in Ocean. So as it says on the packaging that this is a glittery watercolor, but in my opinion, I think that this is more like a very low-key shimmery watercolor. So it has this very nice, simple cardboard packaging. At the back, you can see the sample swatches of the watercolors. It also indicates that these watercolors are not suitable for children under 3 years of age, that this is non-toxic, made in China, and has 5 years of shelf life. Okay, so I got this set at a very affordable price, and I can see that they really are trying to keep the price down because the case of these watercolors, it's pretty, on the cheaper side. I do like that they included a swatch card because these paints do not have names or numbers. So here's a closer look of the watercolors. So here's what a single pan looks like up close. The pan or the plastic looks pretty standard to me, and like I said earlier, it does not have any name indicator or number, and the paints, they are extruded. So here I was just checking whether there would be like a residue when you rub your fingers in, but I find that with this one, it didn't have any. So here's another closer look before I start swatching. So I will be making 2 sets of swatches. So this is the first one, which is my journal of swatches. I'm just using a regular sketchbook, and this is the brush that I will be using, which is a number 1 quill brush. I also prepared 3 tubs of water, one for my warm colors, one for my cool colors, and one for my clean water. So as you can see, I did not pre-wet any of the paints because I wanted to see how well they activate without pre-wetting. So as you can see, there's no issue with activating the paints, and also I find that these paints are quite soft. Just a bit of disclaimer, this sketchbook is not watercolor paper. So in this first set of swatches, you'll only be able to see the mass tone and the diluted version. Now here's a closer look of the freshly swatched paints. So as you can see, there is a light shimmery effect, but I wouldn't say that these are very strong glittery watercolors. Although the shimmers are there, to me they're not too obvious. You really need to look at it up close if you really want to see the shimmer effect. And now for the second set of swatches. With this one, I used a watercolor paper with 180 GSM weight. So you might notice that I did move some paints around just for my own liking. So with this first color, this is to me a yellow. Sometimes I think it might be yellow ochre, but I think it's more closer to an Indian yellow. This second color to me, it looks like a brown bordering burnt sienna. So looking at the paint on the brush, it looks like it leans like a copperish gold. But on paper, it looks more like a warm toned brown. So for this third color, this looks to me like a burnt orange or closer to a burnt sienna. So for this color, the warm tones are very pronounced and I quite like it. So this fourth color is quite similar with the second one. This one is just slightly cool toned. So for my fifth color, I find that this is close to a burnt umber, but more on the cooler side. So for my sixth color, this reminds me of a tree moss color. It does have strong brown undertones, but to me this is still a green. For my seventh color, this to me is like an olive green or something close to a dark sap green. For my eighth color, this is just your typical green, but I like that it doesn't look too bright. And also, just an overall observation, I find that the paints, at least the colors, look across the set, they look kind of muted to me, and I like them. So for my ninth color, I believe that this is your typical phthalo green or a PG7 color. So for my 10th color, this reminds me of a perylene green color. I don't own a perylene green shade, by the way. I can see other people's perylene green, and this reminds me of that. So this next one is pretty similar to the previous one. This one just looks a tad cooler. So for my 12th color, this one looks to me like a dark bluish green or vice versa, and I kind of like this one a lot. So for my 13th color, this one, it's kind of like a dark salmon red or pink. So personally for me, I kind of prefer the diluted color. So for my 14th color, this to me, it looks like a dark red. Not too maroonish, because for me it's kind of a little brighter than a typical maroon. So for my 15th color, I would say that this is closer to a maroon or a wine red color. So for my 16th color, I find that this color is like a reddish brown or a brownish red. Not too warm, not too cool. So for my 17th color, this one is a violet. I would describe it as an electric violet. It's very eye-catching, very bright. Not my typical color that I would choose for my palette. So for my 18th color, this one is a very deep violet. I don't know if this is close to a lunar black color or shade, but it gives off that vibe. Okay, now for my 19th color. This one was a little confusing to me. At first, I thought it had violet undertones, but I guess this is more of like a black color. For my 20th watercolor here, this one is close to an ultramarine. So for my 21st color, this blue, this type of blue I don't usually see. I think it gives off a bit of cerulean, a little bit of compost blue from Holbein, but this one is the most apparent that has this shimmer, so it's kind of like a light shimmery blue. But the diluted wash, it's not that bad. So for my 22nd color, this I would just describe as your typical silvery light gray. Second to the last, I find that this color is more like a dark but cool tone gray. It does have apparent shimmers to it. And the last one, this is also a dark gray, but this one leans on the warmer side. So here's the fresh and complete look of the second set of swatches. So I painted the swatch card off cam. Now this is the current state of the watercolors. So from my observation, I find that these watercolors do not dry as fast as my other regular watercolors. Okay, so while I was arranging my watercolors, I misplaced a couple of paint pans. So what's new? So I do have some recommendations about these paints. If you are a beginner and you're just starting out, I would not recommend this paint set for you. Also, if you are into transparent or translucent paints, this will not be in your wheelhouse. But if you are someone who wants to try out something different, you want to try out opaque watercolors or maybe something that has a bit of shimmer to it, I would recommend this. Also, I think this will be great for those who are into watercolors, adult coloring books, because this, you do not need a lot of water to activate the paints. So one more thing, this says that it's ocean themed, but I don't agree. This is more of like a nature or forest or maybe fairy-like if I'm pushing it, but not ocean themed at all. And also I believe that if this was ocean themed, there would be more blue shades in the set. So I tried rubbing my fingers on the paint and there is residue. So that is something to note if you are thinking of purchasing these watercolors. So I guess that is going to be it for my swatches of this watercolor set by Dededepraise. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you are into watercolors, especially affordable ones, please don't forget to subscribe. So for now, I'm going to say goodbye and I will see you on the next video. Goodbye and take care.